We are here in Tabatwan, which is the military village where the soldiers of the SANDF are accommodated, where their homes are. And we're standing here in front of what is called the Brown Flats. Now, 2 weeks ago, the Joint Standing Committee on Defence and the Portfolio Committee on Defence and Military Veterans came on an oversight visit. Then we had the generals and the senior officers with us. They were telling us a nice story that the people who live here are being moved out because these buildings are in a terrible state, and they are taking them to flats in Marabastad and in Sunnyside in Pretoria. But as we are here now, we see that most of the people are still here, despite the fact that we were told that everyone would have been moved by the end of last month. We also see the terrible state in which these buildings are. This is the consequence of neglect, of lack of maintenance, and for many, many years, our soldiers who dedicate their lives to our liberation, also soldiers that have been sent to the Democratic Republic of the Congo and who sacrificed their lives there, their families were living in this squalor. The lifts that you see there for all these flats as you go up are not working. So with families, children who have to come down from those flats to go to school, to live their lives, they have to walk on the staircases. The pipes inside these buildings are broken, they are leaking. There is massive water damage. In fact, the reality is that these buildings can collapse at any time. So for the SANDF to continue to have the families of soldiers and soldiers living here, they are endangering the lives of these soldiers. I'm going to try and see if we can find some of the families here and talk to them. There's no fire hydrant, so this building actually doesn't have any provision for any care on taking care of fires. The hose pipe is gone, there's nothing. It's from in here. All of these places people are staying. Here you can see people are still staying. Let's knock on the door. Now this place is finished. It's sad. But you see here the water. In fact, we can look even here again. Hey. This one is stuck. We were told that you're going to be moved, that these buildings are badly damaged, that they are dangerous, that you're going to Marabastad and Sunnyside. What's happening? Are they moving you? Are they providing you with transport? How's the move going?
You already know most of the story.
No, I just know small parts of it. We're asking what's going on because we don't want stories from other people. We want to hear from you because you are the people who suffer from this situation. That is what it's.
At the moment, we don't see any progress now because they keep on promising. Last week we got the meeting. They promised with the school. What school transport? It's only school transport.
Because the children will now be far away from school when they take them to the other flats, the council flats. Ne? Yeah. And what is happening? Are they giving you transport to move your stuff?
It will be a process.
Also not happening. It's okay.
There's no transport at the moment.
No transport.
Yeah.
So what's happened with your furniture? Have you moved furniture already?
Some.
To the new place?
Yeah.
Okay. And How is the new place? Are you happy with it, or?
We are not happy.
You're not happy.
Yeah.
Is your husband a soldier?
Yeah.
And you yourself, are you?
No. It's not true.
Nina two bedroom la ba una ma bedroom angaka.
Apa i3.
Apha.
How many square meters there? 40.
Less than 40.
40 square
40
meters.
squares.
And here it is over 100.
Yeah.
So it's double, triple
And she
the
said,
size.
yeah, it's 3 bedrooms. There they are providing them
Yes.
2 bedrooms. So they are moving them to a smaller.
Squeezing children and
now
adults
it doesn't
together.
fit there.
And I'm going to challenge the minister
Yeah.
and say, but why have you told us these things are going to happen? What are you doing to help the people? How are you dealing with the issues of the size of these flats? The fact that you are moving children very far away from schools.
Yeah. But they say they will provide with transport. Even now, there's no transport.
But there's no transport.
Yeah.
Even the kids who've moved to the new flats, there's no transport.
Yeah.
So how does the kids go to school now? Because they told us that transport is being provided, the kids will be taken care of. No, you see, that's why I have to come back to find out. Because I've learned not to just believe the stories that I get told.
If they say they provide transport, then they must provide evidence that the bus is leaving at this time to this time from
Because
one point to where. Yes.
Because you see, you take kids from here who are close to school. Here it's easy, the kids walk to school.
And they
You take them far away. How many kilometers?
It's roughly 15 kilometers. back to
15
Marabastad.
kilometers
Yeah.
to Marabastad. And now the kids are without transport.
She's selling it.
I don't know what to do with my
Something
furniture.
else.
The water,
Ne?
She's selling it.
the wall. This water is coming from the wall.
Look at this. There's people here, the lights are on.
They live here.
Yeah. You can see the lights are on.
Let's go. Close and go. Kids can come here anytime.
There's children here.
Yeah?
It's a disgrace. The cement is busy disintegrating because of mold and water damage. This is the conditions under which the families of our soldiers who are giving their lives, sacrificing their lives in the DRC have to live. It's water damage.
Yeah. So the water is coming from the top.
Now look here, I can take something. Let me just take something. There are people who are living 5-6 stories up with this structural decay. One day the whole building will just collapse. You see the conditions that we encountered here. The building is dirty. It's severely water damaged. There's black mold, there's white mold. The structure of the building is compromised. And yet, despite the fact that we had been promised as the Joint Standing Committee on Defence and the Portfolio Committee on Defence, that the people who live